Welcome back to Probe the Act on Deepstuff Radio. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to Probe the Act on Deepstuff Radio with Emmy Hikins, and a lovely singer and a songwriter, also a musician, Jeff Baum, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona in America, and he's off the band Mills End. Sorry, yeah. So, is it Mill End? It's Mills End, isn't it?
Mills End.
That's correct, yeah. Mills End, yeah. Mills End, of the band Mills End. So, can you tell us where your very first gig was? As part of the band, sorry.
Yeah, it was interesting. The first thing that we played was the downtown Phoenix, Arizona started an above ground subway, a rail system. Yeah. And so they had a big celebration, and I got a call from a friend who worked for them and said, Jeff, come play. So we just kind of, on a very, very few rehearsals, just kind of, played this kind of this sidewalk kind of show there. So we just kind of threw it together. So that was the first thing we played. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty raw, but it got better after that. Yeah,
that's very true. Yeah. So, obviously you're a songwriter as well, but do you write the songs in this band, or is it like a project that everybody chips in, or do you have a dedicated songwriter for the band?
Keith Perillo and I, we usually bring the ideas in. And the process kind of works where, I'll bring in a basic structure of a song, but the guys just do an amazing job of like chipping in, and we constantly record ourselves and take it home and get new ideas, and they're amazing at improving it. Our bass player Jeff and our drummer Mike, they work really hard in trying to get their parts and making suggestions. So by the time the song is finished, it's really it's a full band song. Everybody into it. So
it's great when it works as a team, don't it?
It's fun. I really enjoy it. I love hearing what the guys come up with, and they always make things better, and I like that interaction of ideas going back and forth. It's my favorite part of being in a band, is that rehearsal and that writing and that creativity. It's really great.
Brilliant. So I was gonna ask what your songs are about, but there's one particular song that really caught my eye, caught my ears as well. If there's any expression like that, it's called Old Man.
Okay.
Where did that song come from?
That is written by our guitarist Keith Perillo, and he does sing lead vocal on that song.
Okay.
Basically, that song was, he really saw that there was a significant homeless problem in downtown Phoenix. Yeah. And he really felt something needed to be said about it. So that's kind of his expression of seeing all these people homeless on the streets, and if you've been in Phoenix, it gets extremely hot in the summertime, and and a lot of people were suffering. So he really was very passionate about the song and wanting to say something.
Wow, I really like that song. Yeah, right.
It's a good song.
Yeah,
I'm very proud
it's a really good song. I love it. Yeah. So where was your recent gig at? The last gig you played. Where was that at?
Let me see. Well, I'm visiting some friends and family here in another state, so I did kind of a surprise little show by myself with some friends and played over the weekend. Yeah. But the last full band gig, we played at a larger venue in town, and we opened up for a band called Cowboy Mouth, and they're a national band with some hit songs, and it was a really great crowd. And if you go online to our YouTube page, you can see some. Our recent video was taped at that performance, so it was just a really good time. We learned so much from playing with those national bands. I mean, they show us a lot of really how things are supposed to be done.
Oh, brilliant. And talking about gigs, do you usually just play your own songs, you know, like the original songs that is
yes,
you know, written by
yes.
the band, or do you chip in covers sometimes?
Sometimes, I mean, you know, we do some Rolling Stone songs here and there. But,
Yeah.
you know, if we're playing a little bit longer, you know, generally around here we play for about an hour.
Wow.
But if we happen to be in one of those situations where we're playing all night, you know, we'll probably do some more covers. But generally we try to stick to our own stuff.
Brilliant. So we're going to take another short break now, and when we come back, we're going to be finding out how to get our listeners can get their hands on the band's song, and obviously all the fan pages that the band runs, and how you can keep up to date with the band and Jeff Bomb. So we're back shortly. Please don't go away. You're listening to Probe the Act on Deepstuff Radio. Please don't go away.